If you think about candy, it is often associated with something simple, something light, something meant to bring quick enjoyment without much thought. And yet, there are certain products that carry a history far deeper than their appearance suggests. And one of those is the Tootsie Roll, a small, chewy chocolate candy that has existed for generations, recognized by its distinctive shape and wrapper, found in stores, handed out during holidays, and enjoyed by millions of people around the world. Yet behind this simple piece of candy lies a story that connects innovation, survival, and even moments of history that go far beyond what most people would expect. The story begins in the late 19th century with a man named Leo Hirschfeld, an immigrant who arrived in the United States with experience in candy making and a desire to create something new, something different from the sweets that were common at the time. In an era when most candies were hard, brittle, and easily affected by heat, Hirschfeld set out to create a candy that would be soft, chewy, and able to maintain its consistency even in warmer conditions. A small but important innovation that would set his product apart. He developed a recipe that combined chocolate flavor with a taffy-like texture, creating something that was neither fully chocolate nor fully caramel, but a unique blend that offered both taste and durability, making it ideal for storage, transport, and everyday consumption. This new candy was not only enjoyable, but practical, because it could withstand conditions that would ruin other sweets, giving it an advantage in a market where preservation and reliability mattered. The name Tootsie Roll came from a personal place, inspired by Hirschfeld's daughter, whose nickname was Tootsie, adding a sense of identity and familiarity to the product, turning it from just another candy into something with a story behind it, something that felt more personal and memorable. As the product gained popularity, it became widely distributed, reaching different parts of the country and becoming a staple in candy assortments, known for its affordability, consistency, and unique texture, qualities that made it accessible to a broad audience. But what makes the story of Tootsie Roll truly remarkable is not just its success as a candy, but its role during moments of historical significance. During World War II, Tootsie Rolls became part of military rations, included in supplies sent to soldiers because of their durability, energy content, and resistance to heat, making them a reliable source of quick nourishment in challenging conditions. Unlike many other foods that would spoil or melt, Tootsie Rolls could survive the harsh environments faced by soldiers, providing both physical energy and a small sense of comfort during difficult times. One of the most well-known stories associated with Tootsie Rolls occurred during the Korean War, where they were used not only as food, but also in unexpected ways, such as helping to repair equipment in cold conditions due to their sticky consistency, illustrating how something designed for enjoyment could become useful in entirely different contexts, adapting to needs that were never originally intended. This connection between a simple candy and moments of conflict and survival adds a layer of depth to its story, showing how even the most ordinary objects can take on new meanings depending on the circumstances, becoming part of larger narratives that extend far beyond their original purpose. Over time, Tootsie Roll continued to grow as a brand, maintaining its identity while adapting to changes in the market, introducing new variations and products while preserving the core characteristics that made it successful in the first place, ensuring that it remained recognizable and relevant across generations. What makes this story particularly interesting is how it reflects broader themes of innovation, resilience, and adaptability. Because Hirschfeld's original idea was not just about creating a candy, but about solving a problem, finding a way to make something that would last, that would perform consistently, and that would stand out in a competitive environment. And those same qualities allowed the product to endure over time. And when you step back and consider the journey of Tootsie Roll, from its creation by an immigrant entrepreneur to its role in global events and its continued presence in everyday life, it becomes clear that even the simplest products can carry complex and meaningful histories, shaped by the people who create them and the context in which they are used.
And that is the strange origin of Tootsie Roll, a story that begins with a small idea and grows into something much larger, connecting innovation, culture, and history in ways that are both unexpected and revealing, showing that sometimes the most familiar things have the most surprising stories behind them. And yet, what makes the story of the Tootsie Roll even more fascinating is not just its origin or its role in history, but the way it has managed to remain almost unchanged in a world that is constantly evolving. Because while countless products have come and gone, redesigned, rebranded, or replaced entirely, Tootsie Roll has held on to its identity with a kind of quiet consistency, maintaining the same texture, the same flavor, and the same recognizable form that has connected generations over time. This continuity is rare, especially in an industry driven by trends and constant reinvention, and it speaks to something deeper about what people value, which is not always novelty, but familiarity, reliability, and a sense of connection to the past. In many ways, Tootsie Roll represents a bridge between different eras, a product that has existed through moments of change, conflict, and growth, yet remains present in everyday life, offering a small but consistent experience that does not demand attention, but quietly endures. It is a reminder that not everything needs to evolve at the same pace, that some things retain their value precisely because they remain stable, because they offer something recognizable in a world that is often unpredictable. At the same time, the story highlights the importance of simplicity, because the success of Tootsie Roll was not built on complexity or luxury, but on a clear idea executed well. A product designed to solve a specific problem while delivering consistent quality, showing that innovation does not always require dramatic change, but can come from refining something simple until it becomes effective and reliable. This approach allowed the product to stand out, not by being the most extravagant, but by being dependable, accessible, and adaptable to different situations. There is also something meaningful about how the product has been integrated into culture, appearing in everyday moments, celebrations, and shared experiences, becoming part of memories that extend beyond the candy itself, connecting people through small, familiar interactions that may seem insignificant on their own, but collectively contribute to a sense of continuity and shared experience. These connections give the product a kind of intangible value, one that goes beyond its physical form and into the realm of personal and cultural significance. And yet, when you consider its journey, from a small idea developed by Leo Hirschfield to a product that has lasted for generations and played unexpected roles in history, it becomes clear that its story is not just about candy, but about persistence, about creating something that can endure, and about understanding that even the simplest ideas can have lasting impact when they are executed with care and intention. So the next time you see a Tootsie Roll, whether it is in a store, handed out during a holiday, or shared in a casual moment, it is worth remembering that behind that small, familiar shape lies a story that stretches far beyond what it appears to be. A story of innovation, resilience, and continuity, showing how something simple can become something lasting. And that is the deeper story behind the strange origin of Tootsie Roll. A reminder that not all impact comes from complexity or scale, but sometimes from consistency, from reliability, and from the quiet ability to remain relevant across time, proving that even the smallest things can carry stories that last for generations.